Now, Simon Ekpa went to court yesterday, and this is what happened in court. Please share this video massively. Of course, I've listened to so many videos, watched so many videos. People are just narrating what happened in court. Some people are misleading people out there, and I have come here to tell this, my people. This is what happened yesterday in the court in Finland. Of course, I will read what is in the Dr. Rabwezi handle for you what really transpired yesterday. But let me say this thing, that a divided house cannot stand. It seems now that the enemies of Biafra now are using every available means to divide Biafra in order for them to have their way. Yes, of course, we know that before now, the Ipob members and the Simon Ekpa, these people, they are not in one term. They deny Simon Ekpa that Simon Ekpa cannot lead them and all that. If you are conversant with what is happening. But the shocking part of it yesterday is what happened in court. It was so terrible. It was so terrible, and I myself, I did not believe it. That Igbo man, whether you are Ipob or not Ipob, you will go and testify against Simon Ekpa in Finland. But you will see this video. Please share this video. Okay, this is what happened yesterday in court. Yesterday, Simon Ekpa went to court, and 3 Ipob members testified against Simon Ekpa in court yesterday. And the 3 people that testified against Samuel Ekpa yesterday negatively about him, and it's a very big shocking to everyone. And hear what I have to say about this thing is that we knew that when Buhari came into power, he proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization, right? So proscribing IPOB as a terrorist organization, that means they are illegal until court prove them right yet. But how come now the same government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is using three IPOB members now to go and testify that Samuel Ekpa is causing nuisance in Nigeria, is causing threat to Nigeria security? The fact remains that if these people are being declared terrorists, how will they now still have the audacity to go and do weakness against Samuel Ekpa in Finland? Can't you see the way they are trying to brainwash these people so that they will jam their heads together? The fact remains that you people might not be on the same page, fighting each other. Maybe probably the feel that Samuel Ekpa is trying to take the glory or is trying to do. But there are ways they do things. There are ways to do things. And that is the reason that even this enemy of Biafra now that are fighting enemy, you cannot do this thing to them. You cannot use them to fight themselves. Maybe probably they have brainwashed some people. Go and testify against Samuel Ekpa in Finland that they will release Mazen Amdekano. These are just strategy. And I believe that by now, these people should know more than this. Where are the people who went to petition Samuel Ekpa? Why can't they go there by themselves and testify against Samuel Ekpa? That this is what Samuel Ekpa is doing in Southeast region. So the case is still going on. Now you can see the reason why Samuel Ekpa cried. Why Samuel Ekpa cried? Because maybe probably he might be thinking, these are the same people I felt we are on the same page. Even if they did not accept me initial time, why must it be this critical time these people come from to name me? Maybe peradventure the Nigerian government have seen that the only way to end this Samuel Ekpa case now is to use IPOB member to go and testify against him. When I said it here that the people who testify against Mazen Amdekano in court are Igbos, but in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they mask them because they know that people love Mazen Amdekano. All these politicians, they are afraid. But in the case of Samuel Ekpa, these guys' face were not marks. They wear Biafra these things. The same people the government proscribed as a terrorist, allow them to go and present them to peer witness in a far country called Finland. This to tell you that something is going wrong. And every Biafra all over the world needs to have rethink of what is happening. That, oh, they are brainwashing you. Go and testify to these people, we will release him. Why, if it is true, why can't Bola Ahmed Tinubu use his power to strike out IPOB as a terrorist in court first, before asking the IPOB member to go and testify against Mazen Amdekano? I have kept saying it that they are just the governor of the Southeast are the one that makes Samuel Ekpa popular. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's quite different. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the soil of Nigeria and is fighting for his legitimate fight. But who gave power to this Samuel Ekpa that is now become a threat to them today is the Southeast governor, because they refused to do the needful. All of them were only pursuing their selfish ambition, and they forgot that it is people that make them the governor. Without people, who are you governing over? If they would have come together and speak in one voice and do their best, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, and did their own possible best to make sure how to dialogue with Buhari, let them even voice their voice. And the masses in the East saw that at least this governor have done their best, trying to secure their people. Do you think that they will have listened to Samuel Ekpa? Do you think that the way Samuel Ekpa take over the Southeast for years or few months, it will have happened? It won't have happened. Don't come and tell us on national television Samuel Ekpa is using Ipob to raise funds all over the world. No matter the fund Samuel Ekpa generate cannot be more richer than the 5 governors of the Southeast. Let's be sincere to ourselves. I've kept saying it that if the Southeast governor will have come together and do the needful by organizing security, put their in one place, self-centered in one side, and protect the people first, nobody will listen to Samuel Ekpa. Today now, you can now see that it is now reality now. So for you to know that people who testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court, who DSS mask, are Igbos. Igbos that are known. They mask them so that you will not see their face. But in all share, they were disgraced. They could not defend the evidence that being brought before the court. It's to tell you that most of them were being brainwashed and give money to go and do nonsense. But I keep telling people that one thing people don't know, money will finish, but your integrity will remain. The Bible says good name is better than riches. Today, as I keep saying it, whether it is good, if I am bad or bad, everything has been recorded for him. It will be in the history of Biafra history or in the Southeast that this is the role Samuel Mfayimba played. So whether you like it or not, betray your people, do everything because of money, you will leave this money and go one day. Even likewise, everybody will leave this money and go. So this is what happened in court yesterday. But stay tuned, because today, on the 13th today, it's not coincidence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Samuel Ekpa, the same day, they are going to court Friday to go. We are also bringing the updates for you guys. The fact remains that whether they fight for this freedom in a different manner, getting freedom is not easy. To some of you here who stay in one place and be criticizing this, you would have do this thing. Go and fight for your family. Liberate your family alone from poverty. You will know what it takes. Even people you are trying to help, where you're trying to raise the name of the family, they will come for you at the end of the day. They will tell you that you are using their glory. You are the one that is using glory of this one to shine. People who have glory before, who does not see food eat. Suddenly you become a wealthy man, you become a point. They tell you, oh, you use family people glory to make money. So it is to tell you that to fight for freedom is not always easy, it's not always common. So in as much as anyway everybody fight his own in their own understanding, fighting freedom is not easy. If you think it's easy, how Finland get their freedom from Russia, you can see it even up to today. Ukraine, that's why Ukraine is the sovereignty of their own self. They are still fighting Russia because they believe that Russia is still using power of this thing over them. So getting freedom is not a day job, and that's why I've said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has taken the cross of this battle. What is remaining for him now is to take the crown. Please share this video, subscribe to this channel, on your notifications. Thank you for everyone yesterday who celebrate me on my special birthday, who send me wishes, who share my video. Thank you. God bless you. Of course, stay tuned today as we bring you what happened in the court, both in Finland and in Nigeria.
The Nigerian government, because the ICC is pushing for them to come over and defend the terrorism attacks, the terrorism charges against Mazi Simon Ekpa. What they did was to drop terrorism charges They dropped that charges of Simon Ekpa being a terrorist. Now, the charges that they now said that is what they will concentrate on. From Nigeria, or they are speaking from Nigeria. For those of you who will come and say, why are we talking from abroad? From Nigeria. And the same Nigerian government they don't want to come to Finland to come and face these things with their lawyers. But I thought by now they would have been in Finland with their lawyers and with their documentation evidences and, proof. Now, what they are bringing forward again is cyber incitement. Ekpa, the self-acclaimed Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile, Simon Ekpa, has now sued the Nigerian government in ICC. The charges of terrorism has been dropped by the Nigerian state, and now what they are bringing forward to Finland is now the cyber incitement to his followers and to the citizens of his country and to the terrorists. And you are still calling us terrorists, though. He's still calling the people terrorists. The terrorist army that he's using to carry out his attacks. Now, they have dropped the terrorism attack, the charges, Nigeria has shot their last shot, and they shot themselves in the legs. I'm telling you the truth. Musa you see this thing, all this allegation that Musa was shouting, oh, I have submitted evidence. It was through Ogenkeri that they submitted all those evidences. Wallahi ta'ala, it was through Ogenkeri. And I'll continue to nail it the way it is. Nobody on this earth wants to be incriminated when it comes to Nigerian problem. They can only give you money to destroy yourself. They can sell weapons to you. But when it comes to documentation, no more, you don't go see them. I lived with these people for a very long time, so I know them very well. And that is why Tinubu is looking for anything, anybody, any country that will hold him. Because now bring evidence, no evidence. You were fighting Biafra. And Simon Ekpa told Nigerian government, told Tinubu specifically, I will be your end. And that is what is coming to happen in 3 weeks from now. That is what is coming to happen. So the eyes of the Nigerian terrorist government in this struggle was Ogenkeri and his cohorts, that they have paid them to destroy what we had. I am not rejecting, I am not scared telling you people the truth. And that is why Ogenkeri had so much money, so much, that he can buy so many people, that he can buy medias, he can buy all these animals ranting on airspace today. We are not scared of them. Nigeria is gone for good. Mazi Simon Ekpa has completely destroyed Nigeria. With the truth, with the truth, not with firearms, with Okuania, and that is what we are going to continue to do here. Because we are not pushover. I am not a pushover. We are not pushovers. Mazi Simon Ekpa taught me a lot. Nandi Kano taught me a lot how to be tough, mentally tough. If people think we are stupid, innit? You think we are stupid. This is what is happening today. Now, if the visit of Tinubu to France was genuine, why did Emmanuel Macron go? In fact, if you want to see this thing that I'm telling you, go to this guy Rufai Husseini's page on Arise Television, and you will see it there. Emmanuel Macron left. Why? Because they go no evidence. They are now shopping for evidence. To crucify a man you called a terrorist. To bring down a man that you said he was financing terrorism from Finland to Nigeria. So now, no evidence again. And that was why, what is his name? General Christopher Musa wanted to travel when opportunity came that they were having security meeting in Canada. So that they can communicate with Ogenkeri more. Because he can't come to Finland. He can't. None of the Nigerian terrorist government can come to this country called Finland. None of them. None, not even one. Evidence. Bring evidence. We know see Musa. Bring evidence. We know see Sheyi Tinubu. Bring evidence. Madam Bianca Olo, we did not see them. Not knowing that this Isaiah Anyog, this animal that has been you know, putting our prime minister into this mess that is in. But finally, the game is over for them. Finally, the game is over for them. Biafra's airborne. We are going to hold on to this mandate. That Honorable Fulani, I didn't hear you people hold space and say, oh, what she was talking about the embassy in USA is wrong, is a lie. I was waiting to hear from you people. Nobody has made a sound. What then now happened? What happened? Biafra, they play, they show. Honorable Fulani is giving us joy. She's giving us what we want. She's putting it out there to Biafrans today, which is the 11th day of April 2025. She's going to be taking question and answer, or rather question and answer. But your APM has not been able to do it. You want to attack me? You will go suffer for my hand. Una go suffer. This is what they have been doing. Anybody that stands on the truth, they try to use intimidation, they try to use violence to pull that person down, but not people like us. Not people like us, not on this earth. Because you don't know how prepared we are before we came out. We were never hungry before we came out. So you don't know how prepared we are. We will stand anything that comes on our way. Because this is a land that you can talk freely. There is freedom of speech, not like the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, which I like to call the evil forest, where you don't have freedom of association, freedom of speech, freedom of, reasoning. You can't reason there as a normal human being. You cannot reason in Nigeria as a human being. You can't. So Tinubu went to France to discuss Simon Ekpa's case, because Simon Ekpa's case is coming up in some few weeks. The prosecutor will now come and read his offense and how Nigerian government has now come to defend those charges to us. Then if Simon Ekpa is not found guilty, what do you think will happen? Nigeria will be in a big mess. So that's why Tinubu ran away from Nigeria. He left his own country to come and sit in another man's country, where there is no violence, where there is no crime, where everything works according to the law of the land. Can you see how brainless some of you can be? Ogenkere made sure that our people were massacred from December to March. Even up to today, this whole thing is still going on. Kidnapping, killing, raping. Look at the whole chaos in the whole of the Southeast. Ogenkere never came to address any of those issues. He didn't come to address any of those issues. All he's doing is Honorable Fulani. Why we went to Finland and declared Biafra was to generate a document to rule ourselves, to generate a document to tell the world that we are now a sovereign nation and that we have the capacity to rule ourselves. And those documents that was generated, some fallback brigade told us that those documents are fake, that we can't use them, that we should fall back to exile so that we'll start from square one. These are the people looking for Biafra for you. And since then, Ogenkere has not been on media to take question and answer. The documentation.
Jubilation in Finland as reportedly that Nigerians have run away from Finland against Samuel Ekpa case. As we speak now, Nigeria has no evidence to defend the charges they've laid against Nnamdi Kanu. Please watch this video. As you watch it, share it to all Biafrans. Let them watch it. Thank you so much for your sharing our content, liking, and then subscribing to our channel on this platform. Please take your time, watch this video, share this video, and after this video, I will analyze what I have to say concerning this Samuel Ekpa. Nigeria has ran kitty from Finland. As we speak now, no lawyer was available in court to tender the evidence. And as it is now, Finland will officially free Nnamdi Kanu to go home. Watch this video and share. Yes, of course, you might have listened to what the guy have said concerning Samuel Ekpa. And these are the same words we'll be saying here in Nigeria, that sometimes it look as if what the government does is that instead of them to uproot the problem from the ground, from the root, they keep cutting the stick. And don't forget that when rain fall or in the season, the tree will still germinate again. That is the case of Samuel Ekpa. Oh, Samuel Ekpa do this, Samuel Ekpa do that. What caused Samuel Ekpa to do this? That is the question. Now you can see that Nigeria, Finland is not like Nigeria where they don't obey the rules of law, whereby you can just come up and take anything, what you want to do, you do it. These people, they work with evidence, and you can hear the guy, what he's saying, that this Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all he's doing, running to